weightlifting versus cardiovascular exercise or repetitive, what do we call
Steady
it?
state.
Yeah, steady state cardiovascular exercise, is that weightlifting will cause you to burn day, 2 days, a week sometimes, if you hit it really super hard afterwards. When you're doing cardiovascular exercise, when that treadmill says stop, you stop.
It's done. And you know, and it's a really good point that and it's about oxygen consumption really. So if you run for an hour, you know, you're going to consume a massive amount of oxygen in that hour, and when you're done, and you don't need that oxygen anymore. There's no demand. However, if you take that run out and let's turn it into, you know, I don't want to knock running. I like running occasionally. If you're an athlete, you need to run. You need to keep your cardiovascular output, you know, there. But it's, you know, an athlete's not worried about how they look. They shouldn't be worried about how they look. They want to worry about how they perform.
Because they will look good because they're an athlete.
Exactly. And they train like an athlete. They explode like an athlete and all those things. But how about let's not take running out of the equation. Let's not take the elliptical out of the equation or treadmill out of the equation totally. Let's not take the cycle out of the equation totally or the row machine. How about let's transform it a bit. Let's, instead of doing this long-term steady state cardio that takes an hour out of your day that no one wants to take to get that work done, how about we do intervals? How about we do high intensity work? How about we make you run up a hill for 30 seconds and then walk back down for a minute and then hit it again as hard as you can? I can't tell you the profound effects that has on your body. It's called, in physiology we call it EPOC, EPOC. It's excessive post-exercise oxygen consumption. It's a very easy acronym to learn and understand, because what happens is after you've put that demand on your body to make that sprint and you stop sprinting for 30 seconds, your body's going to continue to consume oxygen. It's just like if you've done to get it back, of course. Who jogs and ends their jog off going bent over and no one does that. There's no need for that increased oxygen.
Especially if you do it routinely.
Of course.
Well,
Yes.
if you watch even Olympic sprinters, at the end of the race, even minutes after, and they interview them, they're still like, they're gassed.
They can't.
Yeah,
They're still
if they're
trying
even
to-
standing. A lot of times they're laid out on
And
their
that's
back.
after a short 200 meters, you know,
Sure.
100 meters.
Mhm.
And then you think, man, they didn't run very far. They only ran for 10 seconds
Mhm.
if they're super fast.
Sure.
And then you put a mic in their face and they're still like, yeah, I did.
Well, that's important to know the difference. Now, there's a big difference between a sprint and steady state cardio.
Absolutely.
That, you know, you know, this is where I get a lot of runners, especially a lot of our clients are professional women. These are and professional men, but busy people that have important jobs. They have families. Okay, so if you're spending, I always say, what if I told you I could get all that cardio done? That let's say you do an hour a day. You know, they run an hour a day in the park or an hour a day. I can get that done. You know, let's say you spend 7 hours. I can have that over for you in an hour a week.
Mhm.
And you get 6 hours to spend with your kids, to go to the grocery store. And I'm going to take you one further on that too. I'm also going to save you a trip to the orthopedic.